Hi guys, so today this video is going to be about the type of guys that you shouldn't date, the type of guys that I don't date, the guys that I would never date, the guys that I don't like, the guys that are not my type, and the guys that don't deserve any respect from anyone, including you or a woman in general, like from anybody, man or female, men or women. So the type of guys that you shouldn't date, number one, there's a whole list, by the way. Number one are the guys that expect you to do something because they're willing to pay money for you to do some illegal activities. So number one are the guys that see women as transactional, meaning they expect you to give your body because they bought you a meal or because like they have money. So basically they're gonna try to offer you money for you to do something sexual, and it's illegal because obviously it's probably something that you don't want to do. And if you want to sell your body for some money, go ahead, but that's not something I promote, that's not something I endorse, because there's a lot of consequences to those actions. It's not a lifestyle that you want a girl or your daughter to follow it. You know what I mean? And I know some girls don't want any children, but I'm just saying it's a bad lifestyle. Like, some girls might like it, but it's not for everyone, obviously, because there's a lot of consequences to those actions. So the fact that a man wants to pay a woman money for her to do something beyond her boundaries to please him is beyond disgusting to me. It's trash. It makes you look like a trash, disgusting human being. And I don't respect any man like that. I don't care about your status, your career, your job. If you're a man and you're willing to pay money for a woman, like you're willing to pay a random woman on the streets for her to do something sexually illegal, which is, I don't even know if I can say it, but it starts with the letter P and ends with institution. Like, you're trash as a person, and I don't respect you, and no one should respect you. I said what I said. It's questionable. You're questionable as a man. This is the type of thing you would assume in a third world country. This is the type of thing you would assume people do in a third world country that are desperate and thirsty to have women's attention and validation because they don't know how to respect women. They see them as a second-class citizen. So I don't respect guys that see women as transactional, meaning that they think because they buy you a meal, or if they buy you a meal or they buy you something, that you owe them your body. You should do this for that. You should do this for them. And it's like, just because they bought you a $5 meal or $12 meal, like, that's not how it works. If a woman is into you, she's into you. If she's not into you, then leave her alone. Because if you pressure a woman to do something sexual that she don't want to do, it's considered harassment. And you're going to have charges pressed against you. There's women like me, there's girls like me. I don't play when it comes to harassment, especially from men, especially from women as well. But I don't play when it comes with weirdo men. Like, I'm the type of girl that will literally press charges against you. I will do that. Because you're not gonna disrespect me, offend me, and try to break my boundaries and space. Because you're thirsty and you're desperate and you don't know how to get a woman or keep a woman. Because you're disrespectful, you don't know how to talk to a woman, you don't know how to approach a woman without making her feel uncomfortable. That's when it's considered harassment. So that's the type of guy I don't date and you shouldn't date. And I'm trying not to get mad, but literally there's guys out there like that. There's a lot of them. Not all of them are like that, but a lot of them are like that. And it makes me want to question, how are you raised? Are you even raised right? Do you even have two parents? Do you even have a mom or a dad? Like, I'm not trying to get disrespectful, but it's making me upset. It's making me mad. When a pretty girl tells you something like this, believe her. Because this is actual real situations, okay, that even if you're not an exotico, you might face it. If you're pretty and you're gorgeous, you might deal with certain situations like that. So another guy that I wouldn't date, it's disrespectful, by the way, especially if you see a woman that's conservative or she's dressed conservative. What makes you think that she's gonna be willing to sell her body or her temple just for some change, just for some coins, just for a little buck? What makes you think that? It's so disrespectful and offensive. I get it. There's girls that sell their body. If there's girls that sell their body, then go with those girls that sell their body. But there's a lot of girls that wouldn't sell their body because they have values, integrity, morals, or that's something that they don't want to do. That's something they're not comfortable with. So you're going to have to respect that and move on. So, and there's places or certain industries that allow women to do those things, and you can easily have access to those things if you have money, you know, whatever. um Another type of guy that you shouldn't date, that I don't date, are the guys that see women as second class citizens. The guys that have the audacity to come up in here, disrespect women, talk trash about women, knowing damn well they come from a woman, knowing damn well that a woman brought them to this world, and you want to disrespect women. Like, please. I get it. Some women are bad, some women are mean, some women have bad attitudes, some women might be a trash person, but not all of them are like that. And there's guys that are trash as well. And you know, some guys are mad when a girl says there's trash man, but if a man wasn't trash, you wouldn't need to say there's trash man. And I'm not saying every guy is trash, but a lot of them are trash. That's why a lot of people say there's trash men, because they're acting like trash, they're being like trash. So another guy I wouldn't date, that you shouldn't date, are guys that see a woman as second class citizen. The guys that like expect women to be their maid without pay. You expect this woman to be your maid, to do everything you want her to do, and she doesn't have the right, or she shouldn't have the right to speak her mind, to decline your offer. She has to do everything that you want her to do. If she doesn't agree with what you say, then she's a bad person, then she's not a good person, then whatever, she's not wifey material or girlfriend material or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Those are the type of guys you shouldn't date, because they're controlative, they're manipulative, and they will make you mad, they will make you upset, and they will really make you become physical. And when I mean physical, I don't mean sexual physical. I mean, you will get so mad that you'll feel tempted to smack him in the face, because he's so rude and disrespectful, and he doesn't care about your feelings. Please. And those are also the type of guys that will come up here, talk bad about women for hours. And then they're surprised when a woman rejects them. Then they're surprised when a woman don't see them as anything. Like, even if you have status, even if you have a career, even if you have a job, they don't respect you, because you don't respect them. Period. So, another guy you shouldn't date. The guys that really, you know, are weirdos and creeps. Like, you know, just the weirdos and creeps. Like, the guys that don't respect women that have standards. Like, if a woman has standards, she has standards. There's many reasons why a woman has standards. Number one, it's self-respect, it's protection, it's all of that. If a woman is educated, if a woman is pretty, if a woman spent years or days to make herself look good and feel good, why would she be with someone that's the opposite of that? Why? And a lot of you guys want girls to have a child, right? So why would she be with someone that's gonna end up messing up the child's genes? Huh? Oh, you don't want to talk? You don't want to get to this conversation? You want to get to this discussion? Exactly. I'm trying not to get mad, y'all. So it's like, I can't be with a guy that makes me so mad, because then it's like I'm gonna end up acting like a little bit not feminine, because when a man sees a woman getting mad, they're gonna assume that she's acting masculine. Because some of us are madder than other people, okay? Based on what we have to deal with, based on the situation that we're in or around. Yeah. So that's the type of guys you shouldn't date. The guys that expect you to do something for them because they bought you a meal, or they bought something for you, or that pressure you to do something sexual that you don't want to do. Like, first of all, especially if he's a creep, or he's a weirdo, he's a creep, and he's not even your type, like, it'd be offensive for me. Like, you know, like, I'm not trying to spill the beans, but I bring my ass to the dentist. A lot of y'all don't know this, but I bring my ass to the dentist. So why would I be with a man that has crooked, broken, yellow ass, broken teeth? I bring my ass to the dentist. I put my time and energy in the dentist. I get an appointment. I show up. So why would I do that? The flip? Or why would a girl that worked hard for her dreams and career be with a guy that does the opposite, that talks down on her, that's not motivational, that ain't got something going on for himself? Why would she do that? To be his maid? To be his servant? And she's not even getting paid? She's not even getting treated right? She's not even getting princess treatment. Like, what the F are you talking about? Like, so y'all, those are the type of guys that I wouldn't date. Notice how there's a list. So the guy that assumes that women are transactional, or they expect women to be transactional because they have a certain type of mindset or fantasy about women in their head. Those are the type of guys that don't care about knowing a woman. They just want to use her. They just want to abuse her. They just want to use her for everything she has and think about themselves and their pleasure only. They don't care about the girl. They don't care about how they'll make her feel or how they come across when they talk to her. Like, they don't care until you spaz on them, until you yell at them, until you put them in their place and say, what you said was disrespectful. Don't ever say it again. I literally had a situation of a guy thinking and assuming that I should, he wanted me to wear an outfit for him, and he wanted to pay me money for me to do something sexual that I didn't want to do. And there's a lot of weirdos and guys like that. They're trash. They're not husband material. They're not boyfriend material. They're trash. They're a red flag. They're not even dateable. They're the type of guy that's like, no thank you. No thank you. You literally make yourself look bad. If you want women to do transactional things, okay, be with a woman that agrees with that. But a lot of women don't agree with that. And there's places that you can go specifically to pay women to do sexual activities that you want them to do because you're paying them money for it, and they consent to it, they agree to it. Even if, you know, there's a certain aspect of it that's illegal. But whatever. But it's disrespectful. And if a man is willing to pay money for a woman to do sexual illegal activities, what makes you think he's not gonna do that behind your back? And I didn't even know if the guy was single. He didn't tell me. And I'm assuming if a guy likes me, then he's single. I'm just assuming. Because if you have a woman and you're into me, what are you doing? I don't agree with dating a man that's dating another person at the same time. That's weird. I don't care if it's a culture that you have two wives. If you have two wives, then I can have two husbands as well. Like, yeah. Exactly. So this video is the type of guys you shouldn't date. They're problematic dudes. They're troublesome. They make trouble. They'll make you mad. They'll make you upset. They'll make you act so mad you're not gonna be feminine, or you'll feel like you're not acting feminine. Because how dare a woman has her own opinion? How dare a woman has her own feelings? How dare a woman has things that she wants? You know what I mean? This is my body. This is my temple. And you should respect your body and your temple. This if you're watching this video, I hope that you're not the type of girl that's willing to sell your body. And if you sell your body, I don't even condemn it. I don't even endorse it. But if you're the type of girl that's willing to sell your body just to have some money or finances from a man, I'm hoping that you at least get more than he gets. Be smart. Because that is disrespectful. It's offensive to people like me, to women like me, who get education, who mind their business, who don't make no problems waiting for the freaking streets. And then as a weird and a creepo ass man, you think or you assume that I'm the type of girl that you have to pay money and I'm gonna do what you want me to I'm gonna do what you want me to do. Do I look like one? Do I look like one, first of all? Do I act like one? Do I look like one? Exactly, I don't. So it's offensive. It's offensive and it's an insult to me. So guys don't like when I talk like that. But if you don't want a girl to act bad, then don't be trash. Some girls, I'm not gonna lie, some girls are maybe trash and bad because they have a bad personality. They don't know how to, whatever, they're just naturally a bad person or they're trash. Yeah, I admit there's some girls that are naturally a bad person and they're not dateable. But there's girls who mind their business, who are nice, who are educated, but they want the best because they go for the best. They deserve the best. So the type of guy you shouldn't date, I'm trying not to get mad, the type of guy you shouldn't date are the guys that see women as transactional, meaning they'll buy you a meal or they expect you to give them something, your body, because they bought you something, or they're going to buy you something, a $5 meal, $12 meal. You can buy yourself a $5 meal. The flip. And that's not how you get women. If you want women, if you like women, you better respect women. You better get to know her instead of trying to pressure her to do something that she don't want to do. When a man tries to pressure a woman to do something she don't want to do, especially when it's sexual, she ain't gonna respect you, rightfully so. Because you're trash. You're a trash human being at that point. You're telling me you're such a bad trash guy, such a trash person. You don't even know how to get women. You don't even know how to respect women. You don't even know how to approach or talk to a woman or make her feel comfortable. Make her feel comfortable at least. Like, please. I'm the type of woman, I can be into a guy, but if I know the guy's not into me, I'm not gonna force myself to be with him. Because I don't do that. It's not gonna be genuine affection if you're with a guy that don't even like you, but you're forcing yourself to be with him. That's gonna be considered, I guess, harassment, even if you're, a woman or whatever. If it's not good for the man, it's not good for the woman. It's gonna be considered desperation and harassment, right? But mostly desperation. Because if somebody's not into you, they're not into you, move on. Or don't date them. I know some people play games, but I'm talking about the people that really be honest about how they feel, or you can tell they're not into you. So don't force yourself to be with that person, because then it's not going to be genuine affection. It's going to end up you chasing them, you're desperate, and then they're going to try to play you to get what they want because they notice that you're desperate and they're not desperate and they don't have no emotions or feelings for you. Yeah, sprinkle. Yeah. So that's the guy you shouldn't date. The guys that see women as transactional, try to use women, abuse women, and expect women to do what they want because they have money. That's it. They're willing to pay money for you to do something you don't want to do. But if you want to do that, if you want to sell yourself to have money from a guy, go ahead. That's your choice. That's your whatever, your lifestyle. But not everyone's going to agree to that. And obviously, that's a bad lifestyle because there's a lot of bad consequences attached to that lifestyle. There's a bad consequences. Those are trash guys. I'm not saying all guys are trash, but a lot of them are. Okay? And the second guy that sees women as second-class citizen. I'm a first-class woman. I'm a first-class citizen. I mind my business. I don't make no problems. Well, I avoid to make problems. I do my best to not do problems. I mind my business. If I see someone's uncomfortable, I'm not going to go out of my way to make them uncomfortable. People have a mouth. People have a voice. If someone tells you they're not into you, then they're not into you. Period. If a woman tells you she's not interested, she's not interested. But some guys are so desperate that even when you tell them you're not interested, they're willing to pay you money for you to do something with them. That's how desperate they are. But they ain't no woman coming up in here telling you that's how guys be. Not all of them, but a lot of guys be like that. Ain't no woman gonna tell you that. So when a pretty woman, a gorgeous woman tells you what I'm telling you, you should believe it. You should believe it, because that is reality. That is reality, bro. That is reality. It was like, if you want a woman, a girl like me to be nice, how about you be good and not bad and trash? Or a guy that wants you to change because he doesn't like you for you being you. He wants you to be someone else. And if you're the type of guy that wants a woman to be someone else and talk like someone else and walk like someone else, then date someone else. Cause like, that's so weird and that's so unfair. That's so manipulative, controlative, narcissistic, and selfish. Instead of seeing a person in front of you, you want that person to be someone else. And then you're going to be surprised. If that person starts being someone else that they're not, you're going to be surprised if that person starts being fake. Why? Because you rejected the real them. You rejected the authentic side of them. Because you were so concerned and selfish that you wanted her to be someone she's not. You wanted her to dress the type of way that she doesn't dress. You clearly know she don't dress like that, but you want her to dress like that. And then you're surprised when she starts acting a type of way that's not really her. Instead of appreciating or seeing what you see. Like, you're trying to make her be or act like someone she don't want to be. I literally had guys tell me, no, not a lot of guys, but I had a guy tell me he's selfish. He admitted to me he's selfish. And did I see him as a good person when he told me that? No, I see him as a trash, disgusting, not decent man and person in general. I saw him as a trash, disgusting person. Because how dare you, how you think in your mind you're gonna be with a woman and then you say you're selfish. You know how bad that looks? Oh, you're selfish, and why are you trying to be in a relationship? If you're only gonna think about yourself and your feelings, date yourself and nobody else then. Or date someone that agrees about, I don't know, being your servant, your maid, or whatever. And guys get surprised when I get mad when they tell me that. Of course I'm gonna get mad. You want to be selfish, and then I can be selfish too. You want to think about yourself, I can think about myself too. So I'm not going to think about your feelings. I'm not going to think about this relationship. I'm going to do everything for me, even if it jeopardizes the relationship. But guys don't like it if a woman acts like that, right? So why you want to say you're selfish? Okay, you admit you're selfish, but why? This is trash. And you're surprised. Guys are surprised when a girl rejects a man that's selfish. Of course. You think about yourself only. Why would I want to be with you? You're not going to prioritize my feelings. You're not going to prioritize my emotions. So why would I want to be with you? I don't see you as a husband. I don't see you as a boyfriend. I don't see you as anything, bro. Other than a person that's trash. You might as well. You're probably working for the, whatever, the devil. Or guys that say they changed. Don't date a guy that said he changed and he hasn't. No. Change should be something that you know and you see and you feel and you can tell the difference in a positive way. You know what I mean? Change, when a man changes, it shouldn't be performative. It shouldn't be like a man treats you like trash and then he becomes a good guy. He treats you good because he wants something out of you. That's not decent. That's not genuine, bruh. You change because all of a sudden you want something out of this woman. But the whole time you were treating her like trash. You only decided to change your ways when you noticed or when she told you she's not going to tolerate that no more. So that's how I know it's not genuine, bro. Because if you're a man and you say you changed, it should be assumed. It should be because you actually care about your girl and you realize yourself that you're not treating her right. The flip. So there's a lot of guys I wouldn't date. There's a lot of them. The ones that disrespect women. The ones that see women as second-class citizen. I ain't no second-class citizen. I'm not a second-class citizen. I'm a first-class citizen. I mind my business. I don't really make problems. As y'all know, I don't really make problems. I respect people's boundaries. If you don't like me, if you don't want me, be honest about it. So we save time and we both go our separate ways. Like, so yeah, the guys that see women as second-class citizen are the guys that don't respect women, the guys that talk down on women, the guys that yell at women. I'm not gonna be with a guy that yells at me. I'm not gonna be with a guy that disrespects me. And you shouldn't be with a guy that disrespects you or yells at you, because that can be, the situation can get so bad to the point that it gets physical or abusive, and you don't want it to get to that point. Because I'm the type of woman, you give me problems, you're a man, you're harassing me, I will press charges. I know I mentioned it so many times, but I will do that. I'm the type of girl that will do that. Anyways, y'all. So I'm trying not to get mad. But those are the type of guys you shouldn't date. The guys that see you as transactional. The guys that don't see you as a human being. They see you as a second-class citizen. They see you as a freaking maid. My body's my temple. The same temple you should care about is the same temple you use to work. So your body is valuable. You girls should know that. You women out there should know this, bruh. But I have a problem with men that don't really respect women's bodies. I have a problem with y'all. Because, like, the flip, you wouldn't like if a woman comes at you and be like, oh, because you're a man, you should buy me this, you should buy me that, and you don't even know her. Exactly. So if a woman tells you she's not interested, she's not interested. Period. She told you how she feels. She's not interested. Move on. So, yeah. Let the affection be genuine. And it's not genuine if he wants you to be someone you're not. It's not genuine if he expects you to do something because he's willing to pay money. Like, that's weird. That's weird unless you consent to it. But besides the point, those are the type of guys I wouldn't date. The guys that talk down on me, disrespect me, yell at me, is giving you're not okay in the head. If you're a man and you yell at a woman, is giving you're not okay in the head. The flip, You ain't okay in the head. You're psychotic. You're narcissistic. You're psychotic, you're narcissistic. I'm not dealing with that nonsense. Put money on the table for me to think about it. I'm not gonna deal with this nonsense, bro. You think I'm gonna deal with that as a woman, first of all? And you think I'm gonna deal with that when I have dreams and aspirations? You're funny. Make me laugh, comedian clown. Like, so y'all, I'm trying not to get mad, but I hope this helps you. I hope it helps a woman out. I don't like guys that be expecting because a woman is a woman. Oh, she has to do this for me. She has to give me her body. You're not entitled to her. You wouldn't like if somebody, a random person was entitled to you and makes you do something that you don't want to do. Women have feelings, just like men. But women have feelings, though. We have feelings. Trust and believe that. We're human, too. We have feelings. So, I hope this video helped you. And I might do a part 2 of guys that I wouldn't date, that you shouldn't date. Controlling guys, narcissistic, psychopathic, guys that would yell at a woman's face, guys that would freaking insult her and talk down on her just to feel good about himself. Like, for me, a good guy, I know this video is like a guy that I wouldn't date, but for me, a good guy would be the type of guy that like motivates his woman to be better. That's the type of guy I respect. The type of guy that don't make my lifestyle be so good, make me so happy. Be like, hey, you're tired? Let me massage you. Let me remind you how bad as a bad chick you are. Like a bad girl, a bad, you know, like let me remind you. Like, hey, or let me help you find a better career. Like those things like this, bro. Like, is it hard? Is it hard? Is it hard to really, like, treat women good? Is it hard? Like, exactly. So I hope this video helped you. Until next time. Bye.